Don't be mean to me because I'm new. Hey guys, it's Pup. So I'm a super weird child, if you haven't already noticed, and I've always been like that. I have some weird, strange memories from when I was younger, so let's start when I was like 6 maybe. So I was going to this new school for like a test kind of day. Basically I had a half day where I stayed for the morning, and after we had eaten lunch I would be picked up by my mum to go home. I remember during break and lunch I was walking around with a girl. We would just call her Jenny. So Jenny was just walking around with me on the playground, and I didn't have my uniform yet, so I was walking in my own clothes. People from the years above me, so like age 8 to 11, would come up to me and ask why I wasn't wearing the uniform because they were curious. I remember how rude I was to all of those people, and after they would go away, wondering what my problem was, I would just turn to Jenny and laugh. I remember she would just like smile and then we'll continue walking. I'd say things like, why do you want to know? And then they'll be like, okay, I was just curious. And when they were walking away, I would scream, don't be mean to me because I'm new. Oh my god, I was so mean to all of those people. And I don't even know who those people even are now. The next story, I believe I was 8, and I was in the same school as the last story. I'm not sure if this happens in the US, but here in the UK, we go on overnight trips at school. In the 4th year at primary school, you go for one where you stay over for a night. And the last year, year 6, you stay for 1 week. 2 embarrassing things happened in year 4 overnight trip. At one point in the trip, we had to cross obstacles, but underneath the obstacles, there was a swamp. It was a black, gooey mixture and it smelled and felt absolutely awful. You had to cross these ropes and logs that would tilt. I was crossing this rope one, which, by the way, was so unfair because it was so slippy from everyone else's shoes that had been in the swamp already. I was about to just run across and fail and fall, so I was just getting prepared, but my tiny child mind goes, just sit on the rope and I can just slide across. By the way, this was a super thin and super weak rope. So I sat on the rope and it was really singing. But I was like, okay, if I try and get up now, I'm definitely gonna fall. So I was just trying to wiggle to the other side. And because it was so weak, the rope kind of got pulled from where it was hanging and I fell into the swamp and the rope was with me as well. That was not very fun. So I actually have another story from this year 4 overnight trip. And this is when it was night and we were in bed and trying to sleep. Me and a few other people were trying to sleep, but there was someone who was scratching and tapping on the walls. I was so scared because I hated the dark and I thought it was a ghost, since a lot of people said that the building we were in was haunted. I was so scared I was crying and my best friend was hugging me and trying to calm me down. We all agreed that whoever it was would stop and we would all settle down to sleep. When we were all nearly asleep and all very quiet, we heard the scratching again. I was hiding under my covers at this point. Everyone thought it was me, even though I was quite obviously the most scared in the whole room. The teacher came in, because of the noise, and sent me out. She said these words to me. We are all trying to sleep, and you are crying so loud. It's obviously you because you're crying. Stop annoying the girls in your room and get some sleep. What the hell? She thought it was me because I'm crying. When was crying guilty?
Standing in the street alone. Her head was down. face locked onto the phone. And I wished I'd had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.